Hi, everybody. Welcome to Virtual Bourbon. My name is Steve Akley. We have a fun event tonight. We're looking at store picks versus shelfies. And this is one of those deals where we're going to try to pick out which is the favorite. Who did better? Is it the normal everyday drinker or is it the store pick? And that's always the goal of these things, is to exceed what you buy on a regular basis. You get something that's off profile is always going to be a barrel pick. But then you want to make it off profile, but in the best way possible. So we're going to be tasting these blind side by side, and then we'll be picking out which ones that we like better out of the two. So we'll run through how we're going to do this is we'll run through all of them. And let's go ahead and pour A and B, and I'll kind of get into the logistics of how we'll do this. Let's get those sitting for just a little bit here as I say some of the rules here. Go ahead and pour A and B. We'll be tasting those in just a second. It's Jack Daniels, by the way. Sorry. Jack Daniels is the first one we're doing. It's the lowest proof. These are both 84 proof. The next one we'll be doing is Eagle Rare. Those are both 90 proof. And the Whistle Pig, there is a difference in those. So the one is 100 proof. The one is 111.5. The store pick is 111.5. Whether or not we'll be able to tell a difference or not, 10 percentage points sounds like a lot. But you never know. Sometimes some things drink up, sometimes other things drink down. If we get a combination of both those, we might not be able to tell which is which, but that's going to be the third and final one that we're tasting. So the goal for today is we're going to go through, we're going to drink A, we'll share nosing notes, we'll share tasting notes, and then we'll do B, same thing. And then we'll move on and then do the Eagle Rare, same thing. Then we'll do the Whistle Pig, and then we'll go back through one more time, do the same thing after it's had some time to really sit out, and go through each of them again one more time. And then I'll give you a little bit of free time to do your comparison side by side. And then what we're doing is it's simply a matter of voting which one you like better. We'll say out of the two Jack Daniel ones, which one did you like better? And we'll go through, and then I'll reveal once the votes are in, and we'll see which one we like better. Did we like the Shelfie better?
You want a cushion? I'm actually good. I might get maybe a little bit of thing of water, that still water. So, you know what I'm talking about?
I might put John on mute real quick there. Hello. So let's go ahead and start with the Jack Daniels. So the two that we've got here, these random order, we've got a Shelfie, and we have one from Sip Whiskey, which is the online retailer. And maybe a little bit of insight. The name of the barrel pick was the Cracker Jack. The Cracker Jack. So you want to be looking for those Cracker Jack notes in one of these. That's going to be your store pick. But let's pick up A and see what we think. Feel free to leave your mics open and share. But I'll send John an invite to open back up there. All right. Let's talk about what we're getting on the nose here. Anybody like to kick this thing off?
Bananas.
Banana?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, Jack Daniels, you always get banana. And other than sometimes you misses out on the barrel proof stuff, a little bit higher proof. But again, this is 84 proof. So it is on the lower end. I think that's right. Did I do the math right there?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a banana Cliff Bar. You know how it's kind of like a hard granola?
Okay. Because you're getting some grain in there, but you're also getting the banana. That makes sense.
And kind of a sweet honey.
Sweet honey, yeah. I would say all those are there.
Yep.
All right. Let's go through on the taste, and then we'll call out half the group to go through some tasting notes, and then when we do B, we'll have the other half go through. So, cheers, gang. Let's give this a taste.
Oh.
Okay. It's July 15th. I don't understand. Did Mr. Bill leave? No. Okay. All right. On the taste, Justine, what do you get there?
So it's probably because you said it a minute ago, but it tastes like Cracker Jack to me. If you hadn't have said anything, I might have said something.
Okay, maybe you could be. Let's not forget you don't want to lead the witness here.
But yeah, I mean, it kind of really does have that like caramel corn Cracker Jack taste.
All right. All right. Mr. Legend, you're next up on my screen. I'll ask you, what are you getting taste-wise on this one?
I almost thought I picked up like some banana taffy.
Banana taffy. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting the banana on the taste on this one. So kind of the banana bread type of thing, or banana taffy, or that's pretty bold. If you're saying it's like the Laffy Taffy type of banana, that's bold banana right there. Absolutely.
Fake banana, the good kind.
The good kind, right? The fake banana. All right, Mr. Bill, so you have this one, right? I'm not sure.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I do have a 1979 Jack Daniels.
Glass,
It's awesome.
an empty glass.
So did I not send you this? What happened? I don't know.
I didn't get them.
I need
Okay. Okay. We'll have to work on that. I don't know what happened there. All right. All right. Next up is Evan Van Scoik. What are you getting taste wise on this?
Get a lot of like pepper, maybe a peppercorn, and maybe a little bit of like a smoked charcoal or a little bit of that.
Smoked
Not
charcoal.
not a ton, but yeah, like after grilling, you get a little bit of that's kind of what it tastes like.
So you're getting some savory notes out of this one. So not
Yeah.
yeah. So that's good. Very interesting. Joey, how about you?
Well, I was really happy when I tasted it because it tastes just like it smells to me, which is sweet honey, sweet corn, sweet. I like it.
Okay. All right. Last up that we're going to call out here, and again, that next group will be calling out when we go to B, when we go through the tasting notes, will be Joe. Joe, what are your thoughts on as you taste this first one?
The whole time y'all been saying banana, I've been thinking banana peel, like
Banana
banana
peel.
maybe like a little bit of some kind of nuts,
Okay.
mixed nuts or something. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's put A back for right now. Let's go ahead and pour our Eagle Rare ones. Let's get those ready before we go to B. Okay. All right. Let's pour Eagle Rare. All right. And once you do that, pour both A and B for Eagle Rare. Let's go back and get B again from Jack Daniels. So that's the one that we're going to be talking about here.
So, Steve, which one are we on now?
We're on Jack Daniels B. Jack
Oh,
Daniels B.
okay. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Hang on. I got poured the wrong one.
Okay, no problem. Jack Daniels B. Talk about nosing notes. Definitely different than the first one. Kind of sweet, like I like icing, like cake icing, buttercream icing.
Okay, I might be nuts, but it almost smells like a rye
Like a rye.
compared to the other one. Compared to the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is John. I would have to concur with that. A little bit of
Okay.
a rye there.
Got some
Gotcha.
spice on it.
It's interesting.
Like a pistachio or a mint ice cream.
Okay. Pistachio or mint ice cream. It's interesting. Two very different ice creams.
I'm getting a little like pistachio, and then I'm getting a little mint.
Okay. I'm not I'm not confronting you.
I agree with the pistachio. I get like the pistachio pudding.
Yeah, there's a creaminess there.
Maybe pistachio pudding would have been better than pistachio.
Mint ice cream, but pistachio pudding.
Okay, there we go.
I'm getting cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay. Well, that's certainly a great layering of flavors. So that's a good start. Let's give it a taste and see where we're at. And again, we'll be talking to the other half of the group here, but let's talk on taste. Here we go. All right. Everything about that one's different. It's different mouthfeel to it. Flavor is totally different. The way it finishes is totally different. So a lot of differences there. But
Rye.
yeah, very, very interesting for being everything pretty much the same. So let's start with you, Quade. And what are your thoughts as you taste this one?
Well, I was telling Melissa, if taste were a color, this one is more brown than the other one. The other one was yellow, was brown. So
Okay.
a darker sugar, rather than a lighter. This is a darker brown molasses type brown sugar to it.
Okay.
Lighter, softer sugar, and a lot more spice to it. A little more tingle on the tongue.
Yeah. Probably goes up to what Joey was picking up on the nose. Obviously, the rye to the nose, rye to the taste too. Spiciness to the taste. Yeah. Melissa, how about you? What did you want to share?
I'm trying to remember what I was just saying. I think the first one, A, was a little bit smoother, a little bit sweeter. This one was just, there's more tang to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right, John, how about you? What are you thinking as you taste this one?
I kind of got like a light, a little bit of a burnt caramel, but the finish on it, I think the finish on this one was a little bit smoother than the first one, but the other one had a very long finish as compared to this one. And I actually, when I do is I take a little bit, then I'll put a couple of drops of like spring water in just to kind of compare the two. So I kind of would prefer this one with a couple of drops of water in it.
Couple drops of water. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Need to get the limestone water. That's the key. Limestone water is the one you want. All right. I'm going to jump down now to Ryan. I'm going to ask Ryan, what are your thoughts as you taste this one?
This one was a lot smoother than the first one. I'm still trying. I've never heard the bananas thing before, so I was trying. Like after hearing that, I've been trying to taste that in there. So that's new for me. But this one was much smoother, and I'm getting some like peppery stuff. Is there cayenne in this? Maybe it's kind of what we're feeling.
Feeling cayenne. Okay. Do you ever try Jack Daniel's Black? Just the basic one. To me, that one's almost like a banana. It's like almost like they've added banana into it. It's so overwhelming, but not that I drink that very often, but not a really big fan of it.
But I'll add it to my to-do list.
Yeah, check it out. It's definitely big bold banana for sure. All right, Avery, last one here. Avery, what are your thoughts as you taste this one?
It's definitely a lot different, like more, like the other one was more, I got some of that banana tap. This one's more caramel, brown sugar, spice on the front of the palate.
Yeah. It definitely a different experience too on the finish. I think the other one might have been a better finish, but this one does get that tingliness of a rye is what it reminds me of on the taste. So if you're big into that, it definitely gets that tingle. So, all right, let's put that aside. We will come back to all of these. We'll go through them a second time because then it'll have plenty of time to have sat out. And sometimes that changes it. Sometimes we change, but we like to visit them a second time and then before we make any sort of decision. All right. Next up is the Eagle Rares. And Eagle Rare. These both come in at 90 proof. It was a pick by a place called Penny Pinch in Carbondale, Illinois. So I was down there picking up some wild turkey barrel picks that they did. And they also had the Eagle Rare. And I was like, well, I'm here. Might as well grab that. So this is the next one on our list. So let's talk about the nose on a Eagle Rare. That's really nice.
That's like opening up like a fresh bag of like Big League Chew or Laffy Taffy. Like immediately when the wrapper opens, you get that like artificial fruit flavor.
Yeah. It's definitely very fruity. Very, very fruity.
Yeah, I was thinking it was all vanilla.
All vanilla, huh?
Vanilla, which is delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells fantastic.
Joe.
Yeah. This one's really solid on the nose for sure. Anything anybody else is getting? We got vanilla, we got fruit.
Okay, bubblegum Bazooka Joe, it's there. I needed just a second, but it's totally there.
Bazooka Joe. All
That's
right.
what I like about this group. You guys come up with some unique, like pistachio.
It's just because I'm weird.
And circus peanuts, like I've learned circus peanuts is a
Circus
tasting
peanuts?
note from you guys.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely a thing with us. So I don't know why the chewing gum ones come up all the time. That's definitely a popular one with this group. So, all right.
Because years ago, somebody in the chewing gum market decided that their gum should taste like bourbon.
That's why, huh? Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a generational thing.
Yeah, it is amazing how, as a kid, you learn what cherries taste like, or through those artificial flavors, and it never matches up to that. You know, there's the crazy grapes and all that kind of stuff. It's never.
Describe
really
to
something.
me the taste of the color red.
Cherry. I don't know. Evan, don't get Evan started on this stuff. He
Strawberry
does,
bubble gum.
yeah, Evan doesn't act, and we don't want to go there. So yeah, don't get him talking about sandwiches. It's a whole thing, and then he starts citing as his big. I'll let you guys into this. If he ever gets into the sandwich argument with Evan, his big trick that he's got in his bag is he has some New York law. But again, I don't know how this applies to me when I'm sitting in St. Louis, Missouri, how New York law applies to that. But he's like, this is why I win the argument. So, yeah. Don't
City
get on
of
that
a
rabbit
bunch of millions of people. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's give this one a taste. I'm very curious after nosing this one for a while.
You never ask.
What do we think?
That to me tastes like it's lower proof than the Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that and it, some of that fruit flavor is there, but there's also some of the classic notes too, more caramels and that. So
Yeah.
that's interesting. Let's start with the group that did A last time. So I'm going to jump down and talk to those folks. I'll mix up the order here. John, we'll start with you first. What are your thoughts as you taste this one? What are some of the tasting notes you're getting?
Sorry, I didn't want to come off mute. I don't know. I'm still playing with kind of like I definitely still pick up the fruit. I'm kind of like I like the finishing more. To me, it's like the first Jack kind of just had like it stayed on my tongue and just stayed there. But this one kind of it spreads out.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a light burnt marshmallow.
Light burnt marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's kind of, but like I said, I kind of like the way it kind of just spreads as well.
Okay. I'm going to throw this out there and see if anybody thinks I'm on or not. Like Welch's grape jelly. I don't know why, but I'm getting that sort of taste here. But no one's agreeing with that. But taste it again, and you'll see it's there. We'll see. Avery, help me out here, man. Grape jelly? Come on, man. What do you?
Like I could see it a little. I get more like cherry off of it almost, but I could see some of the like jelly jam, whatever you want to say, like notes to it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ryan, how about you, man?
I definitely can't see the jelly, but I've never been a jelly fan. I can definitely with the marshmallow, the slightly burned marshmallow, but this one is definitely much smoother. I'm kind of agreeing with what others have said. Like it feels like it's a lower proof.
Gotcha. Okay.
Smooth. I could drink like a whole glass of this.
All right. Yeah. Melissa, we'll jump up to you. Any tasting notes you want to share?
Originally, I thought it was kind of just flat and I didn't taste much. I noticed the bubble gum and I can definitely smell that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see too much fruit in there. I see more of just kind of, I think of it as dark, like char.
Char.
Like charred sugar.
Charred sugar. Okay. All right. That's a good tasting note for sure. All right, Quaid, how about you?
Definitely the bubblegum notes.
Bubblegum notes. Okay.
Yeah, smell that and taste that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not really the spice of the Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of just flat on the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Especially after the Jack Daniels, maybe if it was before, but
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely sweet and the more of the bubblegum sweet rather than burnt sugar or fruit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one that you could have a drink of and then have another drink of and just keep going, I feel. So it's really good. All right. We're going to move on to B, but before we do that, let's go ahead and pour our next ones. What is that, Evan?
Those are the Jello parfaits you can get at Walmart. That's what I'm getting.
Jello parfait. Okay. Have you ever bought those at Walmart before?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Okay. We're pouring the Whistle Pig just to let it sit for a little bit before we get to it. We're going to talk about B for Eagle Rare in just a second here. So I'm just pouring mine out now for the next one we'll be doing. Okay, once you've completed that, go ahead and grab B for Eagle Rare. That's the one we're going to be talking about. Don't forget, keep those in order when you're going through them. Don't want to mess yourself up because we'll be revisiting them. And then ultimately, when it comes time to vote, you're going to want to know what's what. So, all right. On the nose for B of Eagle Rare. Let's talk about that.
I don't think it's that much different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more bubble gummy than ever before.
Yeah. I agree with Joy. This one's pretty close to the other one. For me, it is a little bit more muted. Joy said it's more, but for me, the other one was bolder, but it was also a lot of the same notes, kind of bubblegum, fruity.
Getting like lemonade with orange zest.
Lemonade with orange zest.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I like it too.
That sounds like a good summertime bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's give it a taste. And of course, we'll be calling on the other half of the group on this one. Okay. To me, it's still sweet, but it does have a little bit more caramely taste to it than the other one, which to me was just more of a fruit bomb. This is more caramel and the burnt sugar, kind of a creme brulee type of taste, maybe. Very good. They're both actually very good in their own way. I like them both, but I don't know. Let's ask you guys. We'll start with Joey. Joey, what are your thoughts as you taste B of Eagle Rare?
I just felt like it was really thin and it was gone before I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was all about the smell, but once I got past that, there just wasn't much to the mouthfeel and the taste.
Okay. Okay. All right. Mr. E, the E machine, as he's known.
Talking to me.
Yes. Evan, you're the only E here.
Just switching up nicknames on me. Gonna throw out pumpkin spice next. To me, this one just tastes like quintessential Eagle Rare.
Mm-hmm.
I get all of the traditional notes, like a little bit of oak, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of not as much cherry, but I feel like you get just a tiny bit. And it might be the nose being so fruit forward playing in there. Man, I really think that tastes just like the bottle of Eagle Rare I've got upstairs. So
Eagle Rare. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Mr. Legend.
I'm gonna agree with Evan. I don't know if I have
Classic bourbon notes, which is Eagle Rare is kind of right in that classic bourbon taste, right?
I don't think I got anything else to add to it.
Yeah. If you could only get one bourbon and you could find it, Eagle Rare would not be necessarily a bad choice. It's pretty darn good stuff for sure. The price is good. It's solid. It's consistent. I like it. But all right, we'll move up to Justine and ask her. Justine, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Evan. I get a little bit more on I got kind of like a cherry Luden's cough drop. And it was like really cherry, but there was like a touch of menthol there. This one is just straight up Eagle Rare, just normal notes. Get a little bit more of the burnt marshmallow on this one than I did the other one.
Okay. All right. There we are, folks. Let's put B back. We'll come back to it. We're going to move on to Whistle Pig A. Now, this is the only one where there is a difference on proof. One of these is 100 proof. That's the normal Whistle Pig rye. And the St. Louis area bourbon snobs did this pick, which Evan's a big part of that group. And their proof that they came in with was 111.5. So again, they do barrel strength, but it's pretty close. I've got another. Here's another Whistle Pig, same product. This one is at 120.1. So this one is not. We're not tasting this tonight, but we're tasting these two, and one of them happens to be 111.5 proof. So let's start with A of Whistle Pig. Let's talk about on the nose of that. I'll try to mix it up this time as we go into tasting notes rather than just dividing the room in half as they are on my screen. I'll do a random one. We'll get crazy on this last one. All right. Just crazy. It's gonna be great. We'll talk about this for years, how crazy this one got. All right. On the nose. Quite interesting. Evan, you're not cheating, are you? You don't have a pour from a bottle. I'm sure you have a bottle of this being in the.
No, I decided not to pick up that one. I haven't been a fan of 10. I'm usually more fan of 12. Gotcha. Thought you'd support the group though. You know what? I have like 8 of their barrel picks. I think I've done okay.
They contacted me and said, "What's wrong with Evan? Is there something wrong? I didn't buy that bottle. I don't know."
Can't buy them all. This isn't Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Sure you can.
But just throwing out pop culture references from like mid 90s.
Yeah. Pokemon. My kid was big into that when they had that game. The thing where you walk around and all that. She got really big into that for a while.
Been playing since day one.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right. What do we got on the nose on A on Whistle Pig? It's good.
I thought it was hard to find.
Mm-hmm. It's a little minty, I think.
I got maraschino cherry.
Maraschino cherry?
I didn't get anything.
She went nose blind.
More savory than sweet in my.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
More savory than sweet.
More savory than sweet. Okay. All right. Let's taste this. Okay. Tastes single malty, right? I don't know. Is it just me or does that taste single malty?
I could see that.
Yeah. It's interesting. There is a sweetness to it.
It's sweet. It's spicy.
But it's also spicy. Sweet and spicy is a good way to put it. So Legend weighs in sweet and spicy. What about, as we just do random here, John, what do you think as you taste this one?
I get a little bit of pepper. I get a little bit of cherry. And like I said, I kind of play. So I put a couple of drops of water in it, and I really pick up a couple of drops of water. I really pick up the cherry in it.
The cherry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Let's go down to Joe. Joe, what are your thoughts on this one as you taste A of Whistle Pig?
Yeah, I like it. It's spicy and sweet, but I can't really pick anything out.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's jump up to Justine.
I'm struggling on this one. Like I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it. Like it tastes like something. I'm like at a loss for words. It's good though. I mean, I like it.
Good.
It's just, I just can't. Like, you know how you know what it tastes like, but you just, I don't know. Maybe somebody else will say it.
If someone hits it,
yeah,
that's key. If someone can hit it, then all of a sudden you're like, yeah. All right, Ryan, help out Justine here. What are your any tasting notes you want to share?
This one's definitely, it smelled sweet, and then it kind of had like a, not bitter's the wrong word, but it was a different taste. I've never had Whistle Pig before, so it's just, I'm still trying to put the word on it to describe it right now.
Okay. Okay. This one's got us lost for words. Okay. Quade's raising his hand.
I
So
want to jump in with cedar.
cedar. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Cedar's got that spicy fragrance, cinnamon kind of. Also a little chemically at the back. Honestly.
Yeah, I could see a little bit of cedar as well. I'd have to throw in with that too.
Okay. There you go. A little bit of cedar. All right. Let's move on to our last one that we're going to be trying. This is B of Whistle Pig. Pull that one over. Whistle Pig B. Let's check in with Bill as we do that. Bill, how you doing? Bill's good, folks.
Bill, do you have any of these?
He didn't get these.
I'm drinking 80s Chap and Gore.
There you go.
I drank that back in the 80s or 70s.
Yeah.
Should have just went and grabbed like some piggyback or something.
Some piggyback.
I figured he'd go top shelf and make us all jealous, right?
Yeah.
Doing ball hog, okay.
Sticking to the samples. All right. Again, different on the nose.
Much stronger on the nose, I think.
Mm-hmm. What do you think on the nose, scent-wise? What are you getting there, Joey?
Me?
Yeah.
Bubble gum, which I
Bubble
hate
gum.
to keep going there, but that's exactly where I went with this.
Okay. I'm getting vanilla on this one. I know you said that the other one was a vanilla bomb, but I'm getting vanilla on this one on the nose.
Well,
Yeah,
and Joey,
vanilla jumps out at me.
Yeah.
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 and Joey going with a gum reference makes a lot of sense. So a lot of times ryes are going to give off like a spearmint, wintergreen type of.
Okay.
Double mint.
Double mint. Okay. Let's taste it and some cinnamon there, some cake, some citrus type of zest, I'd say.
Not as spicy as the first one.
No, definitely not.
I get a light licorice on this one.
Light licorice. Okay.
A little bit of mint. I get the cinnamon too.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon too.
I would agree.
Okay.
I don't taste any cedar in this second one.
Okay. Evan, what do you think as you drink B here? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Cinnamon, citrus. That's what's coming through for me. And only because I know the name of the barrel pick, now I know which one's which.
Yes. I guess, does everyone want that shared or not? The name of the barrel pick?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Is everybody good? The name of the barrel pick is cracked black pepper. Cracked black pepper. So one of these should have a cracked black pepper taste if the Slabs group was on it, on their game.
And the picture is specifically the pepper on like caramelized bacon.
Well, it's like Oscar Mayer bacon is what it is. They've ripped off Oscar Mayer here.
Oh, there you go.
There it is. So, yep. Yeah, very fun label for sure. Whoever does those label designs, Evan, is doing a good job. It's fun.
We got some good people over there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't pull up any pork out of here though.
No pork. Okay. Avery, as you taste B here, any tasting notes you want to share with the group?
Definitely the citrus and cinnamon. It's
Okay.
definitely spicier than the first one.
Okay. All right. All right. Quaid, any thoughts on this one?
I got a lot of vanilla, punch of vanilla on smell. The taste, it's pretty hot. Like it got stuck in my throat.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was spicy or just kind of hot, just the high alcohol.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's too hot for me, and I did notice at some point at the very way end, a little vanilla.
I'm sorry, I missed that. You got a little robot-y there. What'd you say?
I said at the end, like very, very end on the ta-ta, I could notice a little bit of the vanilla, but mostly
Gotcha.
too hot for me.
Too hot. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Steve, again, like I said, because I like to put a couple of drops with this one. I mean, this one has jumped out in the lead. We're going to get into the final furlong. I'll be honest, just a couple of drops in it. It really smooths it out and just it stays on the tongue for a long, smooth finish.
Okay. Okay. All right. We've gone through all of them. We're going to go through all of them again, at higher level this time. This is as we go through the second time. Not going to call on anybody individually, but if we go through and there's a note you want to share, just share it with the group. Again, you can leave your mic on, no problem. So we're going to go all the way back to the Jack Daniels 2 offerings. We'll go in alphabetical order. So we're going to go A first. And as we go back the second time to JD. Banana taffy, totally.
To me, the banana kind of disappeared after it sat here. It kind of smells more like a graham cracker now.
Graham
Oh,
cracker.
that's a good one. Graham cracker. I
Graham
was like, there's
cracker.
something burnt about it, but that graham
Okay.
cracker is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's good. See, it's fun when someone else hits on that and it helps. You.
I 100% now on the nose, Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks.
Yeah. That was point on.
Oh yeah. You get the caramel, the peanuts, the prize. You can smell there's a prize.
In the glass?
Yeah,
Do I just
in your
reach
glass,
there?
guys. Yeah, be careful as you drink these because one of them has a prize in it. The
I'm
Cracker
trapped
Jack.
in there.
Right now.
Wax paper, plastic.
Foster.
It's like a Chinese finger trap. Don't stick your whole face in there.
Somebody said bananas Foster.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with bananas Foster for sure.
Oh yeah.
Banana cream pie with a graham cracker crust and a little bit of peanut sprinkled on top.
There you go. And that puts it all together there. So
They could turn this into a candy bar.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, what are they, like the peanut and the peanut on the cone? What are those called?
Drumstick?
Yeah, like a drumstick.
It's a drumstick. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So, okay. That's a solid offering from Jack. I'll say that. Sometimes Jack doesn't get the respect it deserves. Very old brand.
Most of it's trash.
Yeah. Well, I think the Jack Black is what does people in.
That's probably what it is. I haven't tried many of the single barrels, but
the single barrel stuff is good, I think.
Yeah.
So.
That's solid.
Especially the barrel strength single barrels. This is not barrel strength, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the barrel strength single barrels are stellar.
Yeah.
So,
They're really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love getting those.
You know, you can't argue with the fact that they sell a whole lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day
Yeah.
I'll get to try the barrel select again, right, Steve?
Yeah. Yeah. We did an event where we had samples of the barrel strength, and John liked it so much he had me go over and buy a bottle of it. And I shipped it to him. It broke in transit, so that worked out well. That worked out well.
It's a bad day.
All right.
You didn't tell them it was a really tall bottle of olive oil and that they needed to be careful.
I mean, it's just, I guess it happens every once in a while. You just gotta deal with it. You do enough of these, it's bound to happen every once in a while. That's
I'm the
weird is like
resident. I'm the resident. I don't want to use the word mule, but I feel like I'm among friends, and so I'll often bring like the Tulsa bottles down to the Oklahoma City people and vice versa. So I transport a lot of bottles in my car, and I lost 6 bottles in the heat the other day to cork poppage.
Oh
No.
yeah,
No.
yeah,
I know, and not a one of them were mine. It was terrible. It was just terrible.
yeah.
We use mule as a sign of respect when you
Well,
are
I
bringing
like to
bottles.
think that too. I
when
just
you
don't
bring
know.
bottles, otherwise you're a bootlegger. And-
Right. Yeah,
Now,
I'm trying to tread lightly here. I just help. I'm helpful is what I am.
Right, right. Yeah.
if you're worried about corks popping, if they're not secured properly, get yourself some Gorilla Tape, some black Gorilla Tape, and put a strip of that over there, and
Okay.
it will never come off.
Okay. That's
That-
what I
You'll
need.
never
I
get to
hear a
drink
lot
it.
of people
Yeah,
wrapping
you
it.
never get to drink it either.
You don't get
It's
to drink it,
preserved
but-
perfectly for life.
That's not my problem. I've delivered the bottle whole. That's all I
Right.
care about.
You don't have anything in the bottle. I mean,
Well, that's why. Don't you know that's why they started the wax dipped? It's so that the corks wouldn't explode in the heat.
There you go.
That's
These were all
drunk history
waxed.
for you right
All 6 of them were waxed.
doesn't the wax melt in the
there.
heat?
What? We threw the wax?
Yes.
Through the wax.
That,
Wow.
that is some impressive heat.
I can
Yeah.
I could send you a picture. It was tragic. It was just tragic.
Wow.
Were they
I guess.
were they in your car or in the trunk?
Just wrap them in saran
A
wrap.
hatch. So car.
Oh,
So yeah, did you have? Did they fall over? Because sometimes, I mean, I've had them pop, and at least they're still full. I mean, it's no longer sealed, but it's still full.
Yeah. 5 were completely full. I was able to kind of put them back down and hand them off and say, sorry about your luck. And then one of them tumped over and emptied into my hatch of my car. And I
Day
will
you
get,
get pulled over. Or, have you been drinking, ma'am? No.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Transporting it.
I will get sobriety tested whether or not I was doing anything wrong. Yes.
then the guys at the car wash, ma'am, I don't think we have that scent in our.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. So the worst I ever had was picking up a buddy a bottle, Old Fitz, the cool decanter bottles. And again, we didn't lose it. It just shot the cork out of there. And I was like, hey, man, you're buying it to drink anyway. Well, it's been opened. I didn't drink any of it, but.
Is that not a glass decanter top?
Yeah, but it still popped out of there. So,
Really?
Yeah, because it's cork underneath there. So the top of it's glass, but it is cork or synthetic or whatever. It popped. But yeah, I've had it happen a couple other times too. So I had it happen the most recent time. Royce Neely gave me absinthe bottle number 1 off the line, and I had it in my car. He gave it to me. I didn't want to forget it, so I put it in my car. And this was back in March or April. Yeah. It was early, and the cork popped out of that, and I made him totally redo it. It had a seal on it and everything. Blew like Joey said, it blew had the plastic seal on it. Still blew through that. Yeah. But he put it back on, and it's still hermetically sealed from the distillery. It never left the distillery, so I feel like it's not compromised in any way. So, bottle number 1, double gold winning absinthe. So, all right, taste on B. We get sidetracked there. B on Jack Daniels.
I'm doubling down on the pistachio pudding. Thanks for the assist,
Pistachio.
Justine.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not getting that at all on the first go around, but it is totally there now.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Yeah. Pudding E. Okay.
Thank you. Steve, that's actually an interesting question, because since some people are picking up some of the pistachio on the second round, I mean, also after having just a little bit of the whiskey, even different flavors, would that, I would assume that would also help affect things as well, wouldn't it?
It does. I mean, there's a lot of, factors at play here. I mean, sometimes it's the whiskey does evolve a bit, air gets to it, and sometimes the whiskey will evolve, but sometimes it's just you personally. So you've tasted through some whiskey, different proofs, higher proofs, you're going back to a lower proof. That's going to change your perspective. You've tried different whiskeys, that's going to change things. So yeah, a lot of things come into play here. So we try to talk through them and see if we're hitting on the same thing. And if we're hitting on the same thing, that means it's more of the whiskey than us personally. So that's why we go through and talk about it the second time. All right, we can put that one aside. Let's pull A for Eagle Rare. And to me, it's the bubblegum factory. It's fruity.
Get vanilla.
Fruit stripes.
Fruit stripes. It's fruit stripe gum, or for Joey, it's vanilla.
That's what I said early on.
And vanilla. I smell that too. I smell the vanilla.
Juicy fruit.
Yeah, juicy fruit or fruit stripe.
Another popular one on our tasting events.
Oh yeah, we hear that a lot. We have to say Juicy fruit for the younger people
More
because
juicy
they
fruit.
don't know the other one. So yeah, fruit stripe gum. That's an oldies. They still make the old stuff. I don't know, on a small degree, I guess. But
You
it's
can't
more-
even comment on gum if you haven't had fruit stripe. Don't even come to me.
Way better than juicy fruit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was when
Now,
I
I'm
was a
waiting on
kid.
somebody to say Beeman's gum. Now that would definitely date you.
Now that's old. Yeah, yeah. Beeman's gum,
Demons or blackjack.
blackjack, which is that licorice taste.
You lost me. I at least had fruit stripe when I was like in like kindergarten stuff in the 90s.
In the 90s. Okay.
I probably haven't seen it in 2 decades.
Yeah, it's
You
been
lost
gone
me
a while.
on the
Demons.
demon stuff. Yeah.
These other old gums they're talking about will probably kill you. They're probably dangerous.
Probably.
Hey, Beeman's was the gum of Steve Yeager, so you can't go wrong.
Steve Yeager.
Demons.
There you go.
Right,
There you go. Dodgers fan there. Okay. All right, let's taste this one. Definitely fruity on the nose, or vanilla and fruity. It's just solid. I like everything about it.
Yeah.
It's good.
To me,
Fine.
the palate's not quite as vanilla-y as the nose. It's a lot more fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could design a bourbon, make this for us. It's good.
Some Jello parfait.
I've never shopped the Jello parfait section, so I don't know.
And it's specifically the one I was thinking of is I get the sugar-free Jello parfaits.
Man.
So then it's you know,
Oh my
it's
God.
free. Just
Are you
indulge
on
yourself.
Atkins? Are you on Atkins?
I'm on whatever I decide.
It's true. Me too. Okay. B of Eagle Rare. Let's talk on the nose. To me, this one's lighter, but it is still fruity. Anything else? Let's
A
try.
really nice flower bouquet. A
Flower
really good-
bouquet. Okay.
Yeah, to me, this one just doesn't have that vanilla that the other one does
Mhm.
on the nose.
Let's give it a taste and talk palate. I'm still getting a creme brulee, oaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some oak, some caramel.
Yeah. A little bit of cinnamon. There's a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Definitely not a mule kick by any means or anything like that. So
Oh, it's nice.
it's good. It's good. Okay. Let's put that one aside. Let's go back to our whistle pigs. A on whistle pig. Whistle pig A.
I just can't hardly get a nose on this one at all. It's the same.
Really?
I gotta fight for it.
I get
It's-
I
it's
get
wheat.
mint, kind of scotchy note, which is, kind of almost light peaty.
Mm.
It's there. Try it. Get that nose down in there.
Little orange cream.
Orange cream. Okay. That's a different note. I like that. I like that.
Quinted soda cow. That could be it.
I did not like the way this one sat and aged.
I
Okay.
smell pork.
Pork.
Port wine.
Oh,
Port wine. Okay.
Pork. Yeah.
which is a savory wine.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
It's definitely savory. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't like the flavor.
It is savory.
No, Melissa, not savory?
I don't like the flavor.
She's not a fan of the flavor.
Oh,
I got a little smoke at the end, but no.
No, it's not my favorite.
Yeah, I can feel a little smoke. I like
Okay.
Scotch, so it doesn't bother me. But, but there's
Yeah.
the heat
it
underneath.
does have a single malt taste to it for sure.
It was better the first time through, but I'm thinking the name that they gave it, I think is holding up here.
Okay. Okay. If you think that's the one.
I said think.
Okay. Okay.
The smoke lends to that too.
Yeah.
Smoke. Yeah.
I'll do it that way.
Okay. All right. Let's move to our last one of the night. B for of Whistle Pig. Whistle Pig B.
Oh. Huh? Sorry. Oh.
What are you guys thinking on the nose on B?
I feel like it's softened up a little bit.
Okay.
Very perfumey.
It softened up and disappeared.
Disappeared.
I get like flowery fragrance.
I mean, I have to get way in there to get it, but
Makes
it,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's try it.
But I bet you
Could just be.
here. You hold them for a second.
Oh,
Taste is good. I mean, solid. Easy enough drinker.
It's got a good mouthfeel.
Yeah. Mouthfeel is very good.
It's vicious. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got
It's pulled out ahead. I'm afraid this one's putting me over the finish line.
it's got a good rye taste to it. Got nice little stingers on the palate. On the rye, so that's good. All right. Here's where we're at. We've gone through all of them twice. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of free time. And what we're going to have you do is go through all of those. And then we're going to have you vote on these individually. We're going to have you vote on which one you like better, and then which one you think is the store pick. It can be both the same. You can vote for both the same. Or you don't have to vote for both of them the same. You can be like, I think this is the store pick, but I like this one better, the Shelfie better.
Okay, so we're only going to compare the two against each other, not against the rest of the field.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
So with the first one being Jack Daniels, we'll go back through the order that we went tasting them in. We'll do Jack Daniels first, and we'll go through those, and we'll ask everyone. And we'll do these the two at a time basically. So we'll go through Jack Daniels and ask you which is your favorite and which one you think is the store pick. And this one we know that with Jack Daniels it's the Cracker Jack. But
before we go down that route, I just my ignorance, I guess I'm not as versed, but what's the difference generally between the two? Like,
so the
determine one
difference
from the other.
the difference between the two, and of course you're a little bit at a disadvantage if you haven't tried these in the past, because the past should be the benchmark. All of these are popular bourbons or ryes that are on the shelf every day. And of course the distilleries are going to really aim for consistency. They want these to be the exact same taste each and every time that you try them. So they want, if you buy a bottle today and then you buy a bottle next year and then you compare those two side by side, they would taste exactly alike. When it comes to barrel picks, you don't want that. When I go in and you have a group or a store picking a barrel, they don't want it to taste exactly like it's on the shelf. They want it to taste better. So in reality, you're trying to tell us which you like better. And then we're going to see if the group picking those barrels did their job, because that's the goal. The goal is to pick something better than what you can buy every day on the shelf.
Okay. Yeah.
Steve,
we
would
have-
you agree that, or at least more unique?
Sure.
Maybe not always better, but at least more unique.
They're looking for something off profile.
Off
Yeah,
profile,
we've
but
had-
in a good way.
Yeah, but
profiles of
Because
every-
off profile can also be very bad, but I don't think anybody's picking a barrel and be like, well, this doesn't taste anything like that, but it's horrible, but it's at least it's different.
we're
No,
gonna take it, yeah.
the goal is to have something that's
Defeats the
very
purpose.
delicious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
no.
Yeah, and I think that's really the goal of the groups is, when they're in there, like, Harlan Wheatley normally sets what this product is, Eagle Rare, for instance. I think our group can do a better job than Harlan. So that's kind of the goal. So that's what we'll do, and we'll see if we can pick out the store pick. We'll see if we can also tell us what we like better, and ultimately that's what we're trying to find out. What is the better one? That's the goal of tonight. What is better? Was the group pick better or the regular Shelfie? So again, a couple minutes, just compare side by side, whatever you need to do independently. I'm not going to be leading that because you can do whatever you need to do side by side comparisons. I think Joe finished his, so there's no going
Yeah,
back.
I'm done.
There's no going back for Joe.
I'm done.
I saw him throw back the final drink. I'm like, Joe's not going back. He's got it locked in. I hope so.
Yeah, these are good.
Yeah. These are all solid offerings. There's not we didn't have a bad one tonight.
Yeah, these are good.
We've had bad ones.
I
in the
won't be
past.
drain pouring anything tonight.
Yeah, that's good. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes and then we'll start going through. And I'll mix it up. We'll do each one individually and I'll mix up the order for each one. So starting again, Jack Daniel's, Eagle Rare, and Whistle Pig.
I'm glad I gave this another chance though. Like I was almost like no, because I saw Jack Daniel's and Whistle Pig 10 and I was like, I don't really like those. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. And
did you do it because you didn't buy the bottle of the slabs pick and you were like, at least I want to try it? Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That, and I was like, I've only ever once tasted a Jack Daniel's single barrel, and it was at the like Best Pours of St. Louis event at the Science Center, and it was like outside when it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah, that's tough stuff.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, it might have only been the single barrel rye.
Gotcha.
They might not even had the regular single barrel there. And I tried like 4 of their products and I was like, hate it. And I walked to the next table.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I gave it another try because I was presently surprised that I enjoyed them both slightly.
That's good.
Jack is boring, but Jack single barrel is good stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't like I don't like the regular Jack Black. I don't like the Gentleman Jack or whatever that one is. That doesn't do
I like
anything.
it, but it's boring. You know, like if that's all I have, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
So are we just focusing on Jack for now?
Or
Or you want us to go through the whole thing?
All of them. Yeah. Just have your picks ready to go when we start back. So for all 3. But
and I like our fluffy friend joined us. He looks adorable. I can't tell. I only see the top of the head.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look at the fluff.
Yeah.
Golden Doodle, new edition.
Yeah.
A golden doodle. Okay.
One of my top
That's
2
a
or
cutie.
3 picks for my future dog is a golden doodle.
a
We
cute one.
have it all. Every child has a dog. So this is our 8-year-old. It was finally her turn to pick. So this is her
Okay.
dog.
That dog looks good. Looks really calm.
He's fine.
Now my buddy Tracy Napolitano has the Labradoodles. Those things are crazy, man. I
Yeah,
stayed at
he's
his
not as
house.
crazy.
Those things are crazy.
That's the-
No.
No,
that's crazy.
yeah, he's not as crazy as I've seen. Yeah, those guys are psycho.
Yeah. And they're pretty good size too. So you get a big dog that's crazy, like so full of energy. You know, you stand up, it'll knock you down. I mean,
Well, no, this one's gonna be a mini.
A mini,
A
yeah,
mini.
it'd be about
yeah,
8.
that's cool. That's cool.
All you gotta do is pour a little of that in the water bowl.
Calm down. Yeah.
Joe trying to get the dogs drunk.
Yeah. Joe wouldn't do that though, because he's gonna drink it himself. So we know that will never happen, Joe's.
Well, Labradoodles don't shed, do they?
Supposedly not.
Not yeah, we have a mini poodle. It doesn't really. She doesn't.
Yeah, I was just gonna say standard poodles don't.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be hyperallergenic as well.
Yeah, we had a dog that was kind of a mutt, but she was kind of a. We always said she was a cross between a Sheltie and a fox, but she shedded so much that every week we could pick up enough hair out of off the floor to knit a sweater.
Yeah, we got a cat and he sheds like that. Oh, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I won't sit in a few chairs he's been in because it's like, nope.
Yeah,
Flame.
that's like my mom. Now my mom's down to 1 cat.
Wait,
but at
your
one
mom
point
sheds a
your
lot in the
mom
chair.
No, she had 4 cats, and she'd come over with an outfit on, and she'd stand up, and you'd look at her outfit from the back. It's just loaded with hair, and it's kind of embarrassing because she was an old cat lady, but now all of her cats started passing. So she's down to 1, so it's not really as bad now. But man, she used to be just loaded with that cat hair.
You gotta be careful with your sentence structure there, because it definitely sounded like you were saying
mom
your
sheds?
mom sheds.
Well, she's pushing 80. Maybe she does. I don't know. She lives by herself, so that's up to her. So.
Tell you what, I know my fellow beardmen. These shed like so much.
Yeah. I had an incident. I play poker, and one of these long white beard hairs fell on the poker table. I mean, the guys wanted to kill me. I've been playing cards with these guys 35 years, and they wanted to kick me out of the group. They're like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I'm like, I didn't do it. It just fell out. I don't know. Well, you can't.
Throw
you
your
can't-
chips in the middle.
You can't shed on the table. I don't.
No,
I
you cannot.
didn't mean to shed on the table. Screaming at me.
They need to shut up.
Here's the act. Here we go.
Ah.
All right. Is everybody good? Is everybody ready to vote?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna mix up the order. We're gonna go through all three separately, but we'll mix up the order with each one. I'm gonna start with the order you guys are on my screen for the Jack Daniels one. So we'll follow that order. And so that means Justine, you're gonna be very first. Which one do you like better, A or B? And then knowing that the pick is called the Cracker Jack, you can guess what the store pick is. Now, again, it could be the same or they could be different. So first question is, what is your favorite out of the two, A or B?
A.
A, okay. Which one do you think is the Cracker Jack?
A.
A, okay. All right. Next up is the Legend. The Legend, which is your favorite, A or B?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, yes.
My favorite is B.
B, okay. B. And which one do you think is the Cracker Jack, the store pick?
B.
B, okay. All right. So far we have a split vote. Next up is Evan. Evan, which one do you like better in your Jack Daniels picks, A or B?
B.
B, okay. Which one do you think is the Cracker Jack?
A.
A. All right. Excellent.
I think this is.
All right. Next up on my screen is Joey. Joey, which one did you like better, A
I
or
just
B?
feel like we're so all over the place. I like A better,
Okay.
and I feel that the Cracker Jack is B.
Is B, okay.
Everybody disagrees.
We're locked up. It's 2 for everything right now. So it's a virtual tie on all. All right, John, you're next on my list. A or B, which did you like better taste wise? No wrong
I will
answer.
I will go with B and B.
B and B. Okay. All right. Right. Next up is Melissa. Melissa, you're next on my screen.
Faith for me was definitely A, although I thought that was also the shelf, I guess.
Right.
But when you describe the special as being Cracker Jack, I think it tastes like Cracker Jack.
You think A tastes like Cracker Jack?
Yeah.
Okay. A. All right.
But I would have thought that would be their standard.
Okay. All right. Next up is Quaid.
A and A.
A and A. Okay. All right. That means Joe, you got to vote B and B because we're doing everything is tied up. So no, you can vote however you like, Joe.
Me?
Yes.
Since you're a poker player, Aardvark, American Airlines, Bullets.
Okay.
A is and they did a good job picking here. A is the pick and also my favorite.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Next up on my screen is Ryan. Ryan, what do you think? What's your favorite and what is the store pick?
I'm gonna go with B for both.
B for both. Okay. Right. Next up is Avery. Which is your favorite, Avery?
B is my favorite, and I think A is the store pick.
Okay. All right. Well, it is definitive. It is definitive. I can tell you that the favorite of the night, and again, there's no wrong answer here, is A. You liked A better than B. And you all voted, a majority of you voted, not all of you, the majority voted that A was the store pick, the Cracker Jack, but in reality, it was the B. The B is the Cracker Jack. B is Cracker Jack. So, so less people, only 4 got that. We had 6 that voted for A, so we've got 10 votes.
Dang.
We should have got to his samples.
Voted A.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one who did that combination. Messed up.
you messed up. All right, the next one does not have a name. So we just know that the Penny Pinch in Carbondale, Illinois picked this. They did not give it a barrel name. So I've got no insight to help you in any way, which is the Shelfie versus the normal one. But it is Eagle Rare, probably out of all of these. Hopefully that's the one that everyone's tried. It's pretty popular. So, all right, Eagle Rare. Let's go the opposite order. So I'm going to start at the end. That means Avery, I'm going to pick on you first. You're the last one on my screen. Again, same thing. Which one did you like better? Which was your favorite, A or B?
A favorite, and A also for the store pick.
A is the store pick. Okay. All right. Next up, second on my list is Ryan.
I had a hard time with this one. I'm gonna go with A for both on this one.
A for both. Okay. A for both. Fair enough. All right, Joe, I've got you down next.
This was really close. This is hard for me. I'm still picking. A is my favorite, and I'm saying B is the store pick.
A and B is the store pick. Okay. All right. Next up, Quaid, I've got you down on my list.
Okay, favorite was B,
Okay.
and I think the store one is A.
A. Okay. All right. Melissa, you're next.
Yeah.
Ditto. Okay.
A was B was the
B and then
fave, and then yeah, A was this store.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. John?
A and B.
A and then B. Okay. John's sun went down since the last time we talked to him. It's been a while.
Yeah, John's in the dark now.
And all of a sudden, yeah, he was light, and then all of a sudden it's just gone. So,
Well, yeah, welcome to Eastern Standard Time.
yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right, Joey. Joey, which one was your favorite? A or B?
I'll tell you what, I like the names that start with J, so I agree with both Joe and John, and my favorite was A, but
Okay.
I think the pick is B.
Is B. Okay. All right, Evan.
Favorite was A, and I'm gonna go all in on that. A was the store pick.
A was the store pick. Okay. All right, the legend.
I'm gonna go A and A.
A and A. Okay. A and A.
We go double A because triple A.
Double A.
All right. Our last J name, Justine.
I struggled on this one, but I'm gonna go double A.
Double A. Okay. All right. Here's how it played out, guys. You guys said that A was your favorite by a vote of 8-2. So pretty decisive there. And you guessed by a vote of 7-3 that A was the store pick. And you guys were right. The A is the store pick. A is the store pick. So
Let's go, team.
you voted A, you got it correct. You got it correct. All right. Okay. You're
Interesting.
1 for 2. All right. It's tiebreaker time. Time for our whistle pig. This one did have a name as well. So this was Cracked Black Pepper was the name of it given by the group that picked it. And we're going to do the same thing. This time we'll go with the random approach. So I'm going to start with Joey first. Joey, what was your favorite in the whistle pigs, A or B?
Whistle pig, my favorite. Well, I wrote A, I hate it, but
Okay.
I also think it's the Shelfie. And B, I like it, and I think that's the pick.
All right. So you like B and you think B is the pick. Okay. All right. I'm going to jump over to Evan. Evan, you're next.
I ended up liking B better, and that was because of our second tasting of it. And then I think A is the pick.
A is the pick. Okay. All right. The legend.
Oh, I like B better. I think A was the store pick.
A was the store pick. Okay. All right. Justine.
I like B better, and A is the store pick.
A is the store pick. Okay. All right. This is interesting thus far. Okay. Joe.
B and B.
B and B. Okay. Avery.
A and A.
A and A. Okay. All right. Ryan.
I'm gonna go with A and then B.
A and then B. Okay. All right. Jump over to John.
Got to go B and B. Benedictine.
B and B. Okay. All right. Melissa, what's your favorite?
Oh, sorry. I took the road less traveled on that one, and I'll just go with neither, or I like B even less.
B even less. So that means you liked A a little bit more, even though you didn't like A. Okay.
Yes. And then I thought the pick was A.
A. Okay. Right. All right. Last but not least is you, Quaid.
B for the favorite and A for the store pick.
A for the store pick. Okay. I can tell you after going through this process that your favorite by a vote of 7-3 was B. I can also tell you that you guys also got correctly the store pick with this one by a vote of 6-4. A was the store pick. A is the correct pepper, correct black pepper. So there you go. How did you guys do? How did you do?
I was right with everybody on the favorites and right against everybody on the store picks. I totally didn't get it.
Once you said the name of that one, I wouldn't be sure, but once you said it was cracked pepper, and we went back the second time, it's like, oh yeah, there's a little salt, there's a little smoke from, that you get with smoked bacon.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
If I wouldn't have known the first one was Cracker Jack, and on the second nosing, I immediately got Cracker Jack on the nose, then I would have thought that B would have been the store pick. I was almost like hoping the Jack Daniels B, which I chose as my favorite, was the shelf so I could go buy it.
Right.
But now I'm sad because I can't.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You get these things that are unique and you're like, this is awesome, but now I can't get it.
They should have called it pistachio pudding. They missed an opportunity.
They missed it. I will say this, this is a series that we do, and a lot of times I'm lucky enough to be on a lot of these barrel picks, and the barrel picks that I've done have always won the favorite. Tonight, it was different. The Shelfies won 2 out of the 3 of the favorites, which I think is the important vote because it evaluates how well the people picking the barrels are doing. So because you want to be better than what's on the shelf, right? I mean, to me, that's one of my goals is someone who walks away and be like, yeah, I like Eagle Rare, but man, this one is incredible. What an incredible version of Eagle Rare. So that was interesting. The fact that 2 out of the 3, the Shelfie outdid the pick. But
the rough thing is, like, I feel Whistle Pig 10 is the weakest of their lineup, including Piggyback. So I feel like they just kind of went with something different in that case.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Steve, to clarify, you're saying that the Eagle Rare B is the shelf?
Yeah, Eagle Rare B is the Shelfie, correct.
Wow, I thought I liked it.
Yeah.
Really no.
You like shelf stuff.
Well, you were comparing it to a really good store pick that was super unique and super flavorful.
Yeah, and people were hitting on this as we were going through. If we remember back just a couple of minutes ago when we were going through these, they were saying the things that led me to believe. As we talked about A, we were talking about it's very fruity and like chewing gum. And we talked about B, we're like, this is like the classic flavors. It's oaky, it's caramely. That's what Eagle Rare is to me. It's kind of the classic bourbon taste. Almost if you define, because that's always a tough thing. We got the buddy that makes candles. He's like, well, what does really bourbon smell like, or what does bourbon taste like? How do you because it's different. But I think if you had to land on one, Eagle Rare would kind of be maybe the benchmark of what bourbon should taste like. So that had, to me, it was consistent with what I know Eagle Rare to be. And the A was, I would agree that the A was better. I would vote with right how you guys did. I would have said that A is better here. But it was just good because it was a little bit different. It was a little fruitier. It was very, very good. And not that the B was bad by any means.
It was really good.
And I ranked across the whole flight, and I would have put Eagle Rare B as second, right? So I went Eagle Rare A, then B, then I went to the 2 Jack Daniels, and then the 2 Whistle Pigs last.
Yeah.
So I did that one first in my head, and then I was like, okay, I have to decide between, each pairing.
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
like the Eagle Rare B, but my fave overall would definitely be the Cracker Jack.
Mm-hmm. The Cracker Jack, nice.
Dangerously easy drinking.
Yeah. I do.
How
like
long
those.
ago did you buy that, Steve?
The Cracker Jack?
Can it be found?
No, I don't think so. I bought the Cracker Jack not like terribly long ago, but I want to say 6 months. So I would assume for an online retailer, they got to be through that thing over the last 6 months. I would guess and it's sip whiskey, so that's a pretty big outfit too. So I would assume they have plenty of volume. But
you bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for purchasing it and making it a part of tonight's tasting.
Well, thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. So yes,
And thanks for hosting.
Yes, yeah. Well, we've started to build a little bit of an inventory. So that's been one of the kind of the cool things is I buy things when I think they look interesting and put them into an inventory that McNew and I have access to, as well as now Leah. So we have another person doing some educational classes, and we all have access to the what's in our inventory, and then we pick out of there for our classes. So
the Cracker Jack barrel is still available.
it's still available. That's crazy.
Tipwhiskey.com has it.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. So
I'm adding it to my cart.
Available.
Yeah.
See?
There it is, right
Let's do
there.
it.
It's got the little necklace.
Just a little bit different.
No, it's good.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
Look like add to cart. Does it
that's
work?
it. That's it.
Now can we ship it here?
I think.
I'm just a few blocks away from Steve, so
yeah. Evan knows he can get it. Yeah, we live close.
You can get it. I can get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Rick, do you want one? I can just order 2.
Sure.
You're probably better off shipping wise ordering 2 bottles versus one.
Hey, let me add 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sip whiskey.
They'll now probably sell out tonight, so everybody get your order.
It's like taking a picture, right? Click, click,
Oh,
click,
damn,
click.
I was knocked. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Doing some business for Sip Whiskey. So yeah. I
That
just was ordering stuff.
Kind of hard to know that I'm not the only one that during an event sits there and gets on his phone and orders whiskey because I.
So funny enough, during the lineup of all 291, me and Rick ordered a bottle from them, and they shipped direct, which was nice.
Yeah, I love Distillery 291. They've got some really good stuff.
When we did the thing with Black Button,
Black Button.
I ordered 2 bottles of Black Button while I was sitting there online.
Yeah, that's cool. That's why we bring them on, so we can taste the stuff and see if we like it. So, all right. Well, I will. This wraps up the official program for this evening, and I thank you guys for being part of it. I will stick around, hang out, and talk, chat, or whatever you like. But we do have some people that will be watching this video, so I want to say goodbye to those folks. And thanks a lot for being part of our Shelfie versus barrel picks, and we'll be doing this one again. I'll working on some for them very soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.